morning. Oh, right. Oh, I'm a little boxed in here. Oh, maybe it's okay for this etude. So I'm gonna warm up this morning on some of Chopin's famous black key etude in G flat major. My teacher from Juilliard showed me this etude, and he says it's just incredible for the right hand. And here I am, an old fart now, 64 years old, and I'm in Thailand, and I want to get my hands in top shape again. And so I'm starting to practice the etudes again, starting end of October 2025. And can I have them in good shape by December? Regardless, either if I can get them perfect or not again, I guarantee if I practice them every morning for anywhere from a half hour to 2 hours, by December my hands will be in fabulous condition, that I know for sure. And so I'm just sharing with the world how my teacher from Juilliard showed me how to practice these. I do not claim to be a great or brilliant pianist, but I have learned how to play these. And these, if you can learn how to play one or two of these babies, playing jazz and pop music becomes a piece of cake. So, all right, let's get to Chopin's G flat major etude, slow motion, hands alone. Just basically, the song is the left hand. It's playing the melody. But the right hand is working its ass off, 16th notes, non-chop. It's an accompaniment, which is like, how strange. Piano music, always the melody's in the right hand and the left hand's accompanying. Well, Chopin can do what he wants to, because he's just, God dropped him out of a helicopter and said, hey, show the world how to play piano. So anyway, I'm going to be focusing on the right hand primarily, because it's very difficult to play this etude if you don't use the technique properly. If not, you will have major fatigue and you'll never be able to play. Chopin said, hey, if you have pain or fatigue, then you're not holding your wrist in the right, in the correct position. And so I watched a couple dudes online, and this young guy, he said, hey, if you have pain, then you gotta be rocking your wrist back and forth to get these, or else you're gonna be fingering it to death. And I think he is correct. Whoops. Whoa, we got a long ways to go on this baby. Hey, it's okay. It's my first week on it. Take a sip of coffee. Okay, the next section. Okay, so here's a section that rocking that wrist is going to be critical, because if you don't, if you try to use just pure finger strength, you're going to have fatigue. You won't make it. Rock. So you saw how I did that, and now this arpeggio section here, really cool what Chopin did. He has 3 notes. So we have E flat, G flat, D flat. So this beautiful passage is just three notes, just doing inversions. You do do that, you don't have to stare at those notes on the page anymore. Boom, it's in the head, done. That's why Chopin is such a brilliant composer. He's always solving two problems at once, and which just blows me away about his composing. He's doing beautiful melodies, and he's taking simple ideas and training the hand to be like a genius. And only he can do that. I've not seen any of the other great piano composers do that. Not Liszt, not Rachmaninoff. I mean, they do great things, but they didn't have that quite genius that only Chopin possessed. Somehow Chopin knew two things: perfect harmony chords, beautiful melodies, but where God gave him a gift he didn't give to the other dudes is Chopin somehow understood the mechanics of the hand and what is the maximum it can do in positions and stuff without killing yourself. And I mean that because there's discussions on Chopin's etudes where some thought like, hey, to learn these you have to have hand surgery done. Well, not true. If you listen to Chopin, have your hand in the correct position and wrist, then you can do it. Getting back to the passage. Okay, so now, this is in the key G flat, right? This next section, it's a D flat 7. It's going to the 5 chord. For a long time, it's going to hold this out. So, we have two notes basically. D flat and A flat, right? It's a D flat 7 chord. So now he's going to work it to death. All inversions up and down. Just work the death out of those two notes. There he brings in the 9th. Back to G flat. Okay, now we prepare for the coda. And if you don't rock your hand here, man, it's over. Dominant chord again, but D flat 11 this time. Look at that, he does the jazz chord to D flat 13. Down, down. T goes to do, fa goes to mi. Bum, 5-1. Bum, bum. Bum, bum. Just like a church hymn, huh? Then here's the coda. Sorry, I had some mistakes there. Okay, this pattern coming down, super critical to do the rocking, or else you'll be dead by the time you get to the end here and you won't be able to finish it. So that's a G flat chord. G flat add 9. Just a pattern, those. Just a chord, one chord, but just the inversions of it. G flat add 9. Clusters. Right? Chopin's king of taking a pattern and then doing it over and over again in octaves. There's 1, 2, 3. Then G flat 6 chord in octaves. Alright, well, I got a ways to go on that baby, but so, old geezer, 64 years old, in October. Let's see what it's going to sound like by Christmas time. Over and out, Roger Milky from Thailand.